Hey guys, it's Pelli. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to Fashion Essentials, a series discussing important designers, icons, and history in fashion. This video will be about the legendary Thierry Mugler and his signature majestic, futuristic, and animalistic glamour. Let's begin. Even if you don't know the name Thierry Mugler, from movies to music videos and on entertainers to models, you may have seen his creations somewhere before. Taking inspiration from science fiction and 1940s-50s film noir, he gave new meanings to timeless glamour. Those who attended his fashion show describe it as full-scale theatrical production that always managed to shock and awe. This visionary designer dedicated his work to women, creating work of art pieces meant to liberate and empower. Known to hypersexualize and take inspiration from fetish and kink fashion, his fashion is characterized by an otherworldly aesthetic where technology, nature, and art connects with the human body. Thierry Mugler was born in Strasbourg, France on December 21, 1948. He grew up very creative and imaginative as a child, being interested in Gothic art and adventure stories. At a young age, he had a talent for drawing. At age 9, he studied ballet and would become professionally trained at 14, performing as a dancer while studying at the School of Fine Art in Strasbourg. His experience performing and being on stage will help guide him in creating an extravagant fashion show many years down the line. He will go on to study interior design and move to Paris during his early 20s. He worked as a window dresser for a boutique while working as a freelance designer. He designed for many ready-to-wear fashion houses all over Europe before creating his first ever collection in 1973, leading him to establish his own fashion house that following year. In 1978, Mugler launched a fashion collection for men and opened his first boutique in Paris. In the 80s, his fashion empire started to grow, many of his collections playing on the glamour style of that time with a unique urban twist. He received praise and commercial success, becoming an international recognized designer. In the 90s, Mugler released his first ever perfume, Angel, which will go on to rival Chanel No. 5, outselling the fragrance from time to time in France. His fashion show became high profile, featuring top supermodels performing on the runway and was attended by celebrities. He created his first ever Haute Couture collection in 1992 after receiving an invitation by the Haute Couture trade union. Many have credited him for ushering in a new vision for Haute Couture that opened doors for new designers like John Galliano and Alexander McQueen. Mugler would venture into film, video, and advertising. He directed the Too Funky music video for George Michael, designed Demi Moore's black gown for the 1993 film Indecent Proposal, and he became an accomplished photographer as well. He was always a celebrity favorite and capitalized on celebrity powerful culture influence early on. Icons such as David Bowie, Jerry Hall, and Diana Ross were all huge supporters of the French designer. In the early 2000s, due to financial losses and a desire to create other things, he left his fashion label and officially retired in 2003. He continued to work and found success with costuming, created costumes from musical, opera, the theater, and Beyoncé World Tour. The designer became a bodybuilder and now goes by the name Manfred. It was reported that he wanted to keep a low profile and hated being recognized. In 2010, the Thierry Mugler brand name was changed to Mugler, dropping the first name. After the success of his Angel perfume, Mugler will release a cologne version and several other perfumes in the 2000s, becoming very well known for them as well. Most recently though, while Mugler himself stayed out the limelight, his designs still managed to be discussed and influence current designers. He lent his work to musicians, models, and celebrities from time to time. Celine Dion would borrow his work for her album shoots, and Irina Shayk for her magazine cover. He designed the Kim Kardashian Met Gala dress for the camp theme event. Kim stated on the red carpet that this was Mugler's first design in 20 years he created under the House of Mugler label. In 2019, Mugler presented his first major exhibition at the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, and in 2020 planned another exhibition in Paris.
At the Cirque d'Hiver in Paris, Mugler presented what promised to be the greatest show on earth.
He is one of the most wonderful designers because he not only designs fabric, but he designs, obviously, people's lives. It goes much broader than just a piece of fabric.
Most of the time it has to be sexy and glamorous, and sometimes he just feel wild, like the animal.
They're just so unique. I mean, they're almost avant-garde. They're so wonderful, and they're very feminine. Everything is so feminine. I like that. His clothes are just so thrilling. Even the fantasy clothes are unique and marvelous. I love Thierry Mugler's brain to be able to you know, design these magnificent things.
Beautiful, and she doesn't care, and you know, like she's big, she's here, she's got it all, and you know, that's the type.
And now for the show. This extravaganza surpassed expectations.
I want to show real beauty. I want to show the beauty through the age. I want to show the courage. It's not that easy to be a woman, so I want to show it.
A shapely homage to women from Thierry Mugler.
Described as eclectic and passionate by his peers, Mugler's legacy is defined by his greatly designed body-conscious attire and theatrical fashion shows. He was an innovator in his own right, being one of the first designers to incorporate and experiment with non-traditional material including faux fur, rubber, plexiglass, chrome, and PVC into his creation. Mugler is also famous for his quote dominatrix model. Many models who appear in his shows were boldly sexy and had an hourglass figure. While it was admired by some critics deemed it to be sexist and problematic. Mugler said he saw women as versatile. His designs were all about empowering women, but in a different way than ever before. He believed that glamour didn't just have to be elegant and attractive, it could be sexy and powerful. Models who were able to walk for Mugler say his creation allowed them to express themselves and also play different roles on the runway. He was all about precise and razor-sharp tailoring to make the body look good. He once stated that fashion in the future will be about the body and be more personal. For his collection, he was a perfectionist about every little detail. He wanted people to be reactive to the design and production. He wanted his shows to move people. To celebrate his 10th anniversary of his fashion house, Mugler presented his now iconic runway and performance show. The show was attended by thousands of people and featured a variety of entertainers, models, performers, and celebrities. Mugler designs are now legendary. His creations are seen as works of art that are intriguing, inspiring, and altogether divine. In conclusion, Thierry Mugler was a genius, and his fashion shows were really out of this world. Born from the film noir era, the insect kingdom, and technology, it was really hard to predict what he was going to do next. Most of the time, he really shocked the audience with his creation. Since his retirement back in the 2000s, his fashion house went through different changes as new designers got appointed to continue his legacy. While their newer shows have toned down on the theatrical aspect, their designs are just as intriguing and sultry. There's definitely a nostalgia craze for 90s Mugler. The motorcycle corset and rare cowgirl are some of his unforgettable pieces. His insect collection stunned everyone at the time by creating a world of human with insect characteristics. From the blackout glasses to the butterfly wings, there's so many captivating things about the show. It became one of his iconic shows. There's so many great things about 90s Mugler, but his space and robot theme is personally one of my favorites. The pieces are mesmerizing, perfect creation that just belong in the world of Mugler. Mugler really looked to the past, the present, and the future for extravagant creation. Maybe that's why his designs are so timeless. So that's the end for this Fashion Essential video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like and comment. Also, subscribe for more fashion related videos. I hope you have a great day and keep living that fashion life. Bye!